Player career over after Erik Ten Hag ruthless decision after being left angry by the player. Dean Henderson has really angered Erik Ten Hag and isn't in line for a Man United comeback despite uncertainty over David De Gea's future. With Nottingham Forest keen after his successful loan spell, Henderson spent the season on loan at Nottingham Forest and played a role in sealing the club's Premier League survival before being ruled out through a thigh injury that required surgery. He is now set to return to his parent side. However, it is unlikely that the stopper forces himself back into Ten Hag's plans, with the Manchester Evening News suggesting the manager is displeased with him. The development comes despite De Gea being increasingly likely to leave as a free agent when his lucrative contract expires at the end of the month. Henderson has endured an uneasy past 2 years on the books at United and openly spoke of his frustration at failing to usurp De Gea despite past promises. He even admitted he didn't want Ten Hag to watch him training as he was confident United's boss would be keen to keep him as competition for his first choice. Ultimately, the 26-year-old was able to join Forest and could seal a permanent deal at the City ground, with Steve Cooper understood to be keen to keep him. The one-cap England international was practically out of the door by the time Ten Hag took charge last year and completed his loan switch to Forest days after the new boss' first training session. So determined was he to play regularly. "I didn't really want the manager to see me in training because I knew he'd probably want to keep me," Henderson fumed in an interview with TalkSport. "I told all the hierarchy I need to go and play football. I don't want to be playing second fiddle." And Ten Hag may also be disgruntled with Henderson after the goalkeeper reportedly turned down the opportunity to return to Old Trafford midway through the season. The Manchester Evening News previously reported that Ten Hag held a video call with Henderson to gauge his receptiveness to cutting short his loan stint. The conversation was the first time the two men had spoken, and Henderson is said to have told Ten Hag he was committed to seeing out the campaign at Forest. His stance came despite the manager believing him remaining was counterproductive. United then moved to sign Jack Butland on loan from Crystal Palace. Shortly after joining Forest, Henderson hit out at United for wasting a year of his career by keeping him solely as a benchwarmer in a withering rant. The academy graduate claimed he was promised the number 1 jersey before the 21-22 season, but played just 3 times all campaign, with De Gea favored by both Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and interim boss Ralf Rangnick despite his shaky form. "The conversation I had, coming out of the Euro squad, was that you're coming back here to be the number 1 goalkeeper," Henderson said. "I got COVID, then unfortunately no one followed through with anything they told me. I turned so many good loans down last summer for that reason, and they wouldn't let me go. To waste 12 months was criminal at my age. I was fuming. It was so frustrating." In other news, Lisandro Martinez photographed in gym as he nears return to fitness. Lisandro Martinez has been absent since mid-April. However, a return to health now looks likely just in time for pre-season. Manchester United's key defensive player seems to be nearing a return to health. Lisandro Martinez saw his season end abruptly after suffering a broken metatarsal in the Europa League quarter-final first-leg draw with Sevilla. This was a devastating moment for fans and for the side given how impactful the Argentine has been since his arrival last summer. However, on Tuesday evening there was some good news, as Martinez posted on his Instagram revealing he was in the gym putting in work to regain full health. His return will be an amazing boost for Erik Ten Hag as he hopes to have as much of his squad in preseason as possible. The message Martinez posts reads, "Cada vez menos," which translates as "every time less," followed by emoji related to the Red Devils. This likely meaning he is getting closer to a return. Martinez has been missed at Old Trafford. In the absence of Martinez, it was Luke Shaw and Victor Lindelof who stepped up to fill the void created and ensured United's season didn't completely fall apart. That being said, his return will be applauded widely given the cult status he has achieved in his year at Old Trafford. It is likely he returns to a familiar and known successful defensive partner in Raphael Varane due to a failed pursuit of Napoli defender Kim Min-jae. One thing, Martinez will be quietly hopeful of a new number 1 behind him, one who doesn't frequently put his quick feet to the test. Despite the defender always being good enough to escape danger, the Manchester United Martinez returns to will be different from the one he departed, but we expect him to continue his legend-making displays as the squad target further success. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to smash the like button and make sure to subscribe to Man United Hub to get all the latest updates.